Hi, hi guys.
Hello. You got a question?
Yeah,
What's up,
so
man?
I have a very small question which is around the economics of it. So I joined in the space late. I'm just going through the Twitter page. I'm very new here. Maybe this have been talked about before, but what are the economics look like? For example, we know other platforms like these, they collect data and then they sell out the data, or that's how they earn the revenue. But what's the revenue model for Keet? If
That
I'm asking this because it says over there you're not collecting any data and stuff. So what does the
that's the
economics look
beauty of
like?
it. That I think is like the most among the most important parts of Keet is that there is no revenue model. So there is no way for the developers of Keet to access any data. There is no way to interact with someone else's data. There is no way to monetize someone else's data. So Keet is will be soon open source. Everyone can take it, can add features and so on. We will keep maintaining the, let's say, quote unquote official version. We will develop also a plugin system so for which people, other developers can build use cases, can be even build commercial use cases. Imagine a plugin that allows you to allows some bank to onboard to let people exchange dollars for Bitcoin so that you can fill up your Lightning node and use it in Keet, right? So and someone could take a cut out of that transaction and make a business model, or someone can develop a plugin to offer curated lists of websites like cooking websites. I don't know, or create financial feeds like interesting high frequency trading financial feeds and so on. You can still buy all this stuff and you can create business models around it. But the core concept of Keet is like to be a base layer for all human interactions and devices interactions and machine to machine interactions. And then we as a company can decide, we can figure out like a commercial use case, and like we can, as I was saying before, we can fund a startup to build it, right? So for example, or someone else can do it, because again it will be fully open source, so anyone can build a plugin, and we don't have any control over the network because there is no network. It's just computers that want to talk to each other, they can talk to each other without any middleman whatsoever. So the reason why we did all this is because we feel that is while Bitcoin brings financial freedom and money that and wealth that you can keep under your control, there was a big missing piece that was freedom of communications. We brought together a great team of developers. We brought together a group of companies that have the same ethos, and we're lucky enough to be working in the Bitcoin space for a while. So they are in a position to give back to the Bitcoin space, and hence that's why we're doing it. This doesn't mean that we will never build an application that will make money, but the technology is open, will remain open, will stay open forever.
Yeah, that's one of the things that has me most fascinated about how this can actually expand is specifically the economics of it, especially when you have like Lightning integration and things, is that you can host and provide services or apps directly. Like you're not, all you have to do is be able to contact them, and you can get an application from them, and you can continually get updates, and there is no reason why you can't put that behind a 1,000 sat quote unquote paywall to basically access that drive or that block of data. But like one of the things that's like was so cool, it was like a big aha moment for me when I was using Keet right when the desktop came out. Was Matthias was we were chatting in the fresh peers or the like Keet beginner group, whatever you want to call it, and he was like, okay, we got a update and we fixed loading of the big rooms or something like that, and he said it should be working now. And I was like, wait, what? Like there was no, like I didn't download a new app, like the application itself is a feed like anything else. So if I notice that somebody else, like Matthias, has published a new information according to his key, um, I have the update on my app. And if Matthias isn't online, I just download it from somebody else who downloaded it. So it has the same persistence. Like everybody is a host of the application as much as they are a host of the chat involved in the chat in the room. And it was like crazy that like I had already downloaded it, and it wasn't because I connected to the central server and I said update. It was because it was just like the app was just updated. I don't know. Like the fact that I could either get it directly from Matthias or from the other users in the chat was just like such a cool thing to me. Hopefully I explained that well.
No, my favorite part that people probably don't realize is that I also just issue those updates from my laptop. I get, we make the app, we build, we add it to the hypercore, we sign it. The signing is obviously the very important part, but it's like we don't even use servers there. We just propagate it from there, and then obviously we have some nodes running. I have one in the office also that seeds the app in case everybody's offline. But like it's the same tools all the way down, and it's like also just the way we release and do things that's completely revolutionized just our internal flow. So yeah, it's very spot on, guy, and I think that's also one of the things that keeps amazing myself. Just every time we do it, it's just like
Get Keet Mobile now on the App Store.